What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SNG Radio Show. I am Scotty. I am joined, as always, by Greg.
What up, y'all?
And we are joined tonight by Eric Engartner, owner and operator of the Wickyards. How's it going, buddy?
Man, I'm just happy to be here. Glad you guys had me on. So,
we are willing to bring on anybody for any reason whatsoever.
Hell yeah.
If you got something to promote, you give us a call. Come in, we'll promote it for free. Just like our intro music every week. It's some random crap from YouTube that's royalty free, and we shout out the person. Well, we used to. I can't hear it. We didn't play it. We're going to do that in post.
Hey.
Right. So fuck that guy, I guess.
Shouts out to post.
But yes, Eric is the owner of the Wickyards, my favorite concert venue in Youngstown, just because it's just, the ambiance is so good.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, we take pride in kind of our unique, like you can't really find any other like former funeral homes that are since become concert venues.
Right.
So like, we're just kind of staying in our own lane. We're doing what we're doing. We're on very good terms with all the other venues in the local Youngstown area. We're all, kind of have mutual respect for each other. And it operates a nice cohesive ecosystem.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. See, me and Greg want to go back to the glory days of the Youngstown music scene, like 2005 to 2009.
Okay.
When you could go downtown and every bar had a show going.
Right.
And be like, I don't like this. I'm going over there. Or this one started at 9, ends at 11. This one starts at 11, ends at 2. So you could go downtown and just party all night.
That's
with
awesome.
all kind of local bands and like even distant local, like Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Akron, Columbus people. It was always somebody relatively local.
Mm-hmm.
And we miss those days. We need to get all the old venues back.
Yeah, completely. Like I was too young to really do anything with that. I'm 27, so
I'm not that much fucking older than you. Goddamn.
Yeah,
I was like 10 in 2005. So like, not too many of those places would even let a 10-year-old in walking distance of them.
You could have been standing outside.
I don't know guitars or nothing at that age. I'm like,
so you knew noise and noise you liked.
I was like a complete idiot when I was like 10. Like I see some of these kids now are just like, speaking sentences and like I don't know. I was an idiot. I don't know.
I have kids. They're still idiots.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Coming up, what is it? That's September 30th? No. October 1st is when the haunted house
October
starts?
7th.
October 7th.
Yeah.
All numbers look the same to me. There's too many of them.
That's weird because that should be like your favorite number.
It is my favorite number.
10-7. Yeah.
No, there's a running gag around here. Is I'll do anything for $7. We even have $7 bill up there on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's from what country is it from?
Fiji.
Fiji.
Very niche.
Well, their soccer team is called the Seven.
The Sevens, yeah.
Sevens, and then they won. They won the big championship. I don't know soccer that well.
Right.
So there.
Fiji soccer.
Yeah. Well, so Fiji commemorated the team with a $7 bill.
Ah, okay.
And then you could buy them on eBay for $7.
Right.
Okay. Well, at least the currency exchanges.
Right.
That's probably just some American guy just going, I could get this
it's
for $1
definitely-
if I go to Fiji. Like,
Yeah, in reality, it's probably worth 5 cents.
Right.
right.
7 cents.
Or 7 cents. There you go. Hey.
Right. Then he comes back to the U.S., sells it for $7. Just makes a killing
Right.
off of idiots like us who have loves for arbitrary monetary values. Anyway, October 7th.
Yeah.
It's a haunted house.
Yeah,
What can
that's when it
people expect?
Yeah, we start on October 7th. We run 8 nights every Friday and Saturday in October thereafter. People can expect an immersive storyline about a mad scientist funeral director who wants to make corpses come back to life through the use of cat DNA, which is why the haunted house is called 9 Lives. And you'll get to explore this spooky mansion, authentic 1901 mansion. Get a lot of spooks from all of our actors, including man sitting next to me. A couple of our later dates. So you could expect that, and then at 9 p.m. every night we have music acts during our intermission for 20 minutes, and those are free to watch as well. So
yeah. Greg gonna come and not even go through the haunted house. He's just gonna sit and watch the shows every night.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm definitely coming to check it out. I got to see it.
Yeah. Plenty of mixed genre stuff. So we got everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always the best. Like when you go to like those big weird, like festival events, and it's like, all right, we got some bluegrass, and then these guys are like basically AC/DC, and then look, like this guy raps, and then you get all the genres just in one event.
Yeah. It's all still within, I guess, rock-ish in some ways. Like we got this band, guess where?
Yeah.
Okay. We got this band, Mothcock. They're just like, they have a noise. There's 2 guys. They have a noise machine and like a trombone player, and they just kind of do their thing nonstop, no breaks until their set's over. It's just this like weird, harsh noise.
That's
definitely
like
night 2. So like that's just the second night, baby.
Man. You need to get the trombone player for your ska band.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta. They're from Akron though, and like it'd be tough to do, but damn,
Just meet in the middle at like Kent.
Kent is like basically Akron.
I tried.
That's
right. I tried trombone, man.
You're talking to geography major here, man.
What is college?
Points I'd rather forget sometimes.
It's sadness. That's what it is.
So much lost hair. I grew it back.
Shut up.
Hey, I came for that one. I knew where I was going with that, and I went there.
It's kind of sad. I cut my hair tonight.
But no, you got the good beard going. Man.
I do. I have the good beard. It all migrated down.
Yeah.
I just can't grow it anymore. So you got that good hair.
Yeah,
you can let that grow.
I'm not gonna bald anytime soon.
Yeah, you can let that grow out. And you wouldn't have to get a perm. It would just look like 80s.
See, yeah, that's like I always wanted to have like the long just locks, but like my hair just like goes like Johnny Ramone or something. It just like goes up, and then like it's just so thick it's like a lion's mane, and then I just have a bowl whole thing at the end of the day. I look like Paul McCartney or something. It's not fun. It just gets thicker and thicker, and I want the the locks, but no.
I'm jealous. I miss my hair.
So good.
I have to start buying wigs now, Greg.
Bald kings, get the win sometimes.
Right. See, when I met my wife, I had a full head of hair, so then I married her before it went away.
Hey,
that's how it works.
Right.
So, mad scientists reanimating corpses with cat DNA.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
Well, there's a reason it. Like I wanted to do this last year, 2021, and I just couldn't come up with a good storyline. And then like, I just sat myself down, like, okay, I need to come up with something. Like, I'm not leaving this chair until I come up with something right now. And I'm like, okay, what's people are gonna come to this thing. Most people know that the building was an old funeral home. So I'm like, okay, let's go on that premise. And what would be a funeral home problem that I can just go into completely off the wall bonker things about? Had a couple of cats growing up. I was just kind of like thinking of stuff, and just kind of put 2 and 2 together. Like, okay, this could kind of work in some way. And Really all it was. I just wanted like a super unique concept that I could do like a lot of theming around. For a long time, I wanted to be like a Disney Imagineer or Universal Creative person. I wanted to like get this like super immersive storyline people can really envelop themselves in.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's always fun when you can actually follow along with the storyline.
Yeah. I mean, most haunted houses are just like, ooh, gore.
Right?
Blood.
It's like walk that way, get confused in the middle and turned around. Like
Yeah, which we got some of that, but not like it's not overbearing. It's it's not
tasteful gore.
Yeah, it's tasteful. I wouldn't even say gore. It's a lot of just like it's a good cross between like your intense haunted houses, but it's not like your like we put something in the park for a couple weekends. Take your 5-year-old to.
Right, somebody hopping.
Yeah,
up,
it's kind of in the middle somewhere.
Like,
ooh, I'm a ghost. I'm a friendly ghost. Here's some candy. No, no. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle somewhere. Like we want to kind of play into the aspect of the building and it being historical in nature and letting it do some talking for itself.
Yeah, that building is amazing, and my favorite part is the stage being where the caskets used to sit.
Oh yeah,
it's the best part. That way, when the microphone stand just randomly falls over, you know what happened.
Yeah,
the guitar player had too much to drink. That's what happened, Eric.
Yeah, it's usually what it is. Just like people just stand over, and it's
like that's
then the drink spills over next to it. And like, oh,
that's why we have them bring their own gear.
Yeah, just
the studio dog is here.
Howdy.
That's Angel, everybody. It's okay to push her off of you.
Okay.
Get down, Angel. Good girl. That's right. Fuck off.
Sorry about that.
It wouldn't be an upside down studio show if some random weird shit didn't just pop off.
Right.
True. I feel part of the upside down. Like I've entered the ethos now.
Right.
I haven't started making fun of you yet, so we're not all the way there, but we're close.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I will or not.
Mm.
You got to provide me with the ammo first, and then I'll just take it and run with it.
I am kind of your employer for a little bit.
Not yet, you're not.
Soon.
Hey, remember them jokes you made on the podcast? Yeah, I'm not paying you. Thanks for the free work, bitch. I'm not bringing no more shows to the Wickyards anymore.
No, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Paul Goon, you can't invite him back no more.
Oh,
Paul would just look at you and go, "What did Scotty say to you?"
Right. That's probably exactly how it would go down too.
Like, except he had that giant Paul smile on his face. Where he'd be like, "What did he say? I need to know." Like, if he made you that mad. No, we used to have Paul on.
Yeah.
And he would show up and be like, "I just want to get roasted for 5 minutes straight." I'm like, "I got you." Like,
that's Paul for you.
Scotty's like, I could do that.
Right. And I roast him for like 5 minutes. And then he would just come in and just drop me with like 2 jokes. Like, fuck. Like, how long have you held those in your pocket for? Like you've been hanging on to those.
It's like since I called you.
Yeah. I just want to get roasted tonight. Like, let's see if I can beat what he's got in his back
the ammo
pocket.
though.
Right. I don't need ammo for Paul.
Yeah, he'll provide his own ammo and just gonna feed off it.
I do have to say, Eric is the best dressed guest we've ever had in the studio.
I appreciate it. Came straight from work.
Right. He's got the polo, the khakis,
right,
the square tip shoes,
the whole 9.
Wait, he don't turn an ankle while he's sucking dick.
What?
There it is. There it is. Now you feel the love?
Yes.
I'm not getting paid anymore.
It's okay.
He's like, there's half of your pay.
Right. I had to force the shit out of that joke too. I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
not. So you told me earlier that you have a band.
Yeah. We're called Where's Winona Now. We've been around various incarnations for 8 years. I joined 5 years ago. But yeah, we're like a hard rock band from Youngstown, Struthers area.
I think we've covered a few of your shows, I think, right, Greg?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've streamed a few.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where, but I know there was one that we got them. We were streaming and they were there playing. What the
Yeah.
hell was it?
Might have been that Paul Goon New Year's Eve thing.
Oh, it could have been. It was like in August. It was a Paul Goon, like the festival thing he did,
Yeah.
like 3 years ago, 2019.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, we were down there on Meridian Road
Oh,
by the west side.
Oh, I was thinking the Wickyards, but yeah, there was
Yeah.
that one too. We played.
No, I'm pretty sure it was at the Wickyard stuff.
Was it?
No, I'm pretty sure you're right. What you're thinking about is when he had that thing at the Saxon Club.
Yes.
Yeah, we did play that as well. We were like the first or second band on that. So.
Right.
And we broadcasted that whole thing.
Right.
Okay, so maybe twice.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, we knew each other without knowing
Yeah.
each other.
Well, you know.
We've always got our fingers in something.
Mhm.
Even if we're not doing anything, we're doing stuff.
Right.
Usually it's just causing a ruckus.
Usually.
Hey, ruckus causing brings connections and
Right.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there was a point in time back in those early music scene days that the Youngstown cops who would moonlight as bouncers at the bars downtown during the shows knew to follow us when we would go to shows because we were going to start a mosh pit.
Oh.
And by we, I mean me.
Oh.
Like it'd be like us, it'd be like me and Greg and Marco standing in the middle of this bar and the band would be playing and I would just look at both of them and they'd be jamming out and I just grab them both and slam them together and then just shove who was ever in front of me. And then I get the pit started and I just leave. Like, because I knew security was coming. Like, nope, I'm starting this pit and I'm out.
Yeah, just getting us all in trouble, checked out and shit.
Oh, they knew it was me. Because that one cop kept coming up to me and going, "Don't start any more mosh pits or I'm going to arrest you." And I'd be like, "All right." And I'd start a pit and leave. And he'd have to break up the pit before he'd come find me. And I'd just be gone down
It's
the
like
street.
the perfect escape, you know?
Right? Create a ruckus. Bye. Like, it was a
Yeah,
good
it's
time.
the perfect diversion.
It was a good time. So you got any creepy stories from the Wickyards?
I heard this one from like a past resident who we have like this attic and there's like a hole that goes up to the insulated attic area. So he told me in this like email, like he just found my email randomly somehow. Tells me like, oh, I used to see these winds, like it's kind of like he saw these
foggy
mists.
apparitions.
Yeah, and then like he would hear like just a little bit of noise for like 30 seconds, and then he would go up to this attic, and there's this hole in the ceiling I was just mentioning, and he would like nail it shut, and then the next morning it wouldn't be nailed shut anymore. It was just completely gone.
Huh.
No one can really explain it.
Still do that?
I've never attempted to nail it shut,
So
so
you should nail it shut.
why do I want to?
Right.
And put a camera on it. We have the technology.
I do have like other like proof that it is like legitimately haunted. I have had several paranormal groups through there over the past year or two. Take a look at it, and yeah, they talk to people and they respond and they say they know me. Yeah.
But we like Eric. He's got good hair.
Yeah. John Todd, ghost of him lives there.
Oh,
Still,
good.
he died there.
Who's John Todd? Former owner.
Yeah, he was the very first resident of the house. He built it and everything. He was the grandson of the governor of Ohio during the Civil War.
Oh shit.
And he was Bessemer. He was president of the Bessemer limestone plant for a little. Then he did like some philanthropy stuff. Todd Hall on YSU's campus is named after him. So yeah, he was just kind of had his hands in a little everything. He died in the 50s in that house. His ghost still inhabits it among like several spirits that we can't fully recognize outside of him.
Oh, great. I'm going to be tucked into some dark corner somewhere waiting to scare people
Yeah,
and have a
they'll
ghost
hear
just
you.
standing next
You
to
can
me.
talk back and they'll be friendly.
I do that enough at work.
But now you know somebody's listening.
Well, I always knew. I always do. There's been many a time I've been standing in an old mausoleum at a cemetery, like vacuuming the floor, and like just I watched the plug fall out of the wall with like 10 foot of slack, and I just put it back, and it goes back. Like, or just there's been plenty of times where I've just stood there with a broom in my hand or something and been like, "Look, I don't want a problem. Can you just go somewhere else for like a half hour? I gotta clean. Like,
Yeah, I don't know where like the spirit really resides though in the physical sense. Is it, where you die? Is it where your remains are? Is it just who knows?
Right.
I think it depends on a lot of things. There's probably a lot of factors,
Yeah.
like the trauma with which you passed, because it's like I said, I've worked at a whole mess of cemeteries, and yeah, like you'll just be out mowing and you see a lot of eye corner people, like at the corner of your eye, you'll see somebody like walking between headstones, or it'll be a big shadow like looking from behind a tree. And when you look up at it, it's just not there.
Right.
Or like random, like I was riding the golf cart the other day and I had my left foot hanging off of it. And it felt so like somebody grabbed the bottom of my boot and tried to pull my boot off as I was going.
Jeez.
Yeah. Like stuff happens. All right. Stuff happens. Like I've been down in the basement of this one mausoleum, and it's like an elevator, and then you go down this long hallway that's just lit by fluorescent lighting, and then there's stairs on the other side. So the elevator opens up and all the lights are out down there because a breaker flipped, and you just hear footsteps coming towards the elevator, and you're just standing there pressing the closed door button going, I know this thing doesn't work, but I'm gonna keep hitting it, because if I don't, I'm gonna shit myself.
Damn it.
Right? He's like, I'm not going back down there without another person. Like, I don't know if that one's angry. I'm not dealing with this. These lights can fuck off for now. Like,
right. Here's a flashlight.
He's like, I don't even want that, because I know my luck. I'd flick it on and they'd be like, jump scare city from like any random horror movie.
That does happen a lot when I have flashlights there.
Well, you just turn and apparition right in front of you.
No, not apparition, but like I'll turn it on and then like I flick it off and then turn it on again. And it's just like flicking like a strobe light almost. And it's just like a regular normal flashlight. Nothing crazy. It's just like glowing as bright as it can, like strobing out. Like it shit's trying to tell me something, and I am terrified at that. And then I turn it off and it's fine again.
Yeah, right. You have to learn Morse code.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. That's
what it was.
It's a lost art. Yeah.
It really is. Even though they have like programs now that you can just
probably. Yeah.
Well, it's like audio. It'll translate it for you. I don't know about lights. Just call somebody up from the Navy, because they still use that shit.
They do. Yeah. And the lighthouses and things are still, I think, a
thing. Tompkins, what are you doing? I'm sending a message to the mainland. We have fucking cell phones.
Not in the open sea, we don't.
Like, no, it's when we have the sat phone. Shut up. I
want to be in a sea shanty band.
One of your instruments is just a Morse code tapper.
No, we're just a cappella.
See, then you got to grow a big scraggly beard for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can't grow like you, but I can.
I highly doubt you're telling the truth. The hair on your head indicates that you grow a good beard.
Yeah, I can, but
I've
never attempted to. Yeah.
Your 5 o'clock shadow indicates that it's mostly a goatee.
Yeah, it's a big neck beard thing situation. It happens. It's not fun. I just kind of look like a Paul McCartney Amish person, and yeah,
you're like Weird Al in the 90s.
Yeah.
Amish Paradise.
Well, I mean, Weird Al, he's got depending on the era, you either got the big fro or you got the locks he has now.
Right? I wonder if his curls are natural.
I think they are. Yeah,
they kind of have to be.
Yeah, like they were natural back then, but they were in the fro fashion, and like his hair's long now, but it's still like crinkly and
right. It's still the same level of crinkly as it was when it was in the perm.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's why I wonder if the fro is natural until it got long.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird Al.
Or did he go Richard Simmons style and just actually have an old lady perm?
It's just a style back then, I think.
Is there an age at which ladies just start getting those kind of perms? Think about every like older woman you've ever met, like 65 plus. They all have that pretty much same standard.
Yeah.
Tall, poofy perm.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that do, and it's yeah, I'm not gonna knock them if that's their thing. They feel confident in that. And
I'm not saying it's a bad look.
Yeah.
We've all grown accustomed to it. Like, if you see that hairstyle,
Yeah,
you're
I'm-
like, this encounter is probably gonna go well.
Yeah, I'm just like, why? Not that it's a bad thing that it exists. It's just why is it so predominant amongst the
That age
population
group.
that it is? Yeah,
Right.
So
Well, like it's like
that's a good point. I don't have a good answer for that.
Mm.
I've never had a perm nor been a 60-some-year-old woman.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Maybe past life, man. But I don't remember it.
Oh. We have to ask one of the ghosts at the Wickyards.
Maybe
I'm sure one of them's an old woman.
possible. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's like a 1 in 8 chance.
Yeah, there's
I like those
definitely,
odds.
There's definitely at least 4 spirits there. One is
Okay.
John, and the other 3, they're all like
They're John's victims.
the other 3 are like together like the whole time, and so like they're just always constant communication with each other. So like we can never like understand them or pick them out from each other.
It's just 3 distinct voices.
Yeah, it's just like a constant conversation. Like right now, it's just eternal podcast almost, but no one can hear it.
See, Greg, nobody taught them to not talk over each other.
Uh-huh.
That was difficult for us to learn.
And still learning. Still learning.
It's only been 7 years.
And, yeah, why not 8?
Hey, shut up.
Oh, man.
As I said, this started as me and him upstairs, me in a tiny little booth, and I would rant for 3 hours because we had 3 hours of available broadcast time. We were like, well, goddamn it, we're going to use all of it.
Where are you broadcasting?
I don't even know. We've been kicked off of like 5 platforms.
Right. Back then, I think we started on YouTube,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then we backed away from YouTube because we were doing a lot of music, copyrighted music and all that.
Yeah,
So
I can do that.
we backed off of there and we went into audio, which was we got big on audio. Then all of a sudden none of us were able to log in.
Oh.
It was weird. They just basically just kicked us right out, and then
Then they changed their platform to what we were doing.
right,
Ooh.
it was crazy.
Because that was when we were streaming a lot of shows.
Mhm.
So we would go to shows and stream the whole show on
Yeah.
audio, like AWDIO, even free promotion for people who kicked us off. Fuck it.
Right.
Well,
And then that's when we were doing like that one Paul Goon show. We were on audio then, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
and
that was-
then so like none of us could log in, and then like a couple days later, that was their whole platform was streaming live events.
right,
And then we're like, son of a bitch.
right,
Like,
dang.
and then
Yeah, you could make
yeah, we
starting
were
there.
we were real big in like Europe.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like a
Europe
lot of
liked us a
listeners.
lot.
And then after that, it was Mixler. which
Yeah,
we were on there for like I think 3 years,
yeah,
and then they finally gave us the boot.
yep.
Apparently they didn't like some of the stuff we were talking about. I guess not.
yeah. Like, why are these people just kicking you out the
This-
platforms?
This
you-
used to be
you-
really bad.
You would have to listen to some of our past shows.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it, I guess.
Right. This is like one of the calmer ones.
this is like we've calmed way down.
Right.
Well, it's probably because not all of us are here.
Right. That's where we go back to where I said, you guys are still learning how not to talk over each other, because once we all get together,
Hmm.
it's a wrap. You're not gonna understand half of it. You're not. You know what I mean? So
Right, we all get loud. There's 5 microphones running in here. It's all
Right.
just
Chaos.
yeah,
Love it.
it's all
But
just
we-
chaos. Everybody's trying to one up everybody else, and
Well, we had a lot of good content, a lot of funny shit. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
But-
you pee yourself laughing.
Oh,
Just-
Oh, yeah, people eat that up. Like, just listen
Right.
to people just yell at each other.
Ah.
Basically.
yeah, right. It was a good time. It was a good time. But we've gotten this lot of hassle with keeping on a platform.
Right.
Yeah, we feel like when we first started doing this with everybody, we'd run out of shit to say, and Marco would start reading Craigslist personal ads.
Yeah. Back when they were really screwed up.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's a bygone era now.
right. That's completely gone. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was like the one that predominantly
funny.
stands out because we all about died laughing was a 62-year-old man,
No.
and I quote, "I want someone to tongue punch my fart box." End quote.
What?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was horrible. It was horrible.
Man.
Yeah, It was so like, what are you doing? He's like, we don't have nothing to talk about, so I'm reading Craigslist, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to think of something to talk about. I was too busy
man.
laughing at the shit he was reading to think of anything.
That was a good conversation starter, if nothing else.
No,
Yeah.
because then we got stuck saying clean hole for
For
like a year.
Yeah.
I was like,
Man.
Because it was one of the things he said in the post, I think.
yeah.
So
Yeah, it was part of his post was he had a clean hole. And it was just crowbarred into everything, trying to make it a catchphrase. And it was just like, oh my god, this is fucking terrible.
it caught on for a little while, then it died just as fast as it picked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little history on Upside Down.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we can get kind of rough sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
No, it just grows.
That's why, like, if we consistently post to YouTube, we know we have to stay somewhat unraunched,
Right.
or else we won't get nowhere with that. So,
Yeah, it's not quite NPR where we're at now, but we're just
oh god, I wish we were NPR. Those Tiny
Oh.
Desk concerts are the shit.
they are though.
I was sending him a
spotty
whole
quality.
bunch before. They're fucking great.
They
Right.
are. Yeah, they got just such a wide range of different like size acts and everything. And yeah,
Right. I liked it when I think it was Run the Jewels. And they
Mm.
had the whole 12-piece with them.
Yeah.
Like, just all these people just crammed into this little cubicle, and they're just sitting on the desk rapping. Like,
I saw them a few months ago for the first time. Never really listened to them, but yeah.
Tyler, the Creator, did an NPR Tiny Desk concert, and he had like 8 people with him.
Mhm.
Mac
Yeah.
Miller had a bunch of people with him. These are
Okay.
just the ones I can remember off the top of my
Yeah.
head.
Yeah,
I haven't watched one in a while.
Me either.
I
Right?
used to watch a lot more.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Right? You gotta let those build up so you can just binge like 8 of them.
Mm.
And then be on Spotify. Like, I need to learn more of this band.
Yeah,
And you go to their proper music, and it's like, I don't like this as
isn't
much as
Tiny Desk.
yeah, right. Like this sucks.
This isn't like proper instrumentation.
Like this beat is terrible. Yeah, it's like what's like I mean, like Tyler the Creator's set. I would have never known that was Tyler the Creator.
Mm.
You know, like just the way he was doing his set. It wasn't like a lot of his other shit that I know.
Yeah.
Because it might be like some shit I don't know. But
Mhm.
the shit I know of his, that was nothing like it.
Yeah, his live shows are, giant production value and everything. But yeah, you bring it down to there and
Right? It's just
Yeah.
it's a high quality. What station on the radio is NPR? Do we even have an affiliate in town?
I don't know one that like does all the kinds of programming like that. I mean, you got WYSU.
What's
but-
that? What's that on the dial? Is that an FM?
Yeah, that's 89 or something, 88 or 89, somewhere in there.
I'll have to look it up. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I think you're right. It is like 80, 89, somewhere in there.
Yeah, they broadcast the same building I work in mostly, like
Ah.
right across from Wickyards. And
There's 90.7.
yeah,
Summit.
we love the Summit.
I do. I
Yeah, so-
just started listening to it because I'm like, even the artists I know, it's not the shit that they constantly play.
Uh-huh.
Like I'll play Tom Petty, but it'll be a Tom Petty song, but
yeah.
not one that's on 93.3 every 45 minutes. You know. But that's why I stopped listening to like Y103 and 93.3 unless
Yeah,
it's
you're
like
just
Bob
gonna
and
get this-
Tom or Rover, because it's just like they like Led Zeppelin had more than 3 songs.
Yeah, I don't need to hear Freebird again. Like, we get it.
Yes, we
can-
do, Eric. We all need Freebird all the time.
And listen to the solo. It's a sick solo, but like I don't need to hear it like every 2 hours.
Right? Yeah, they'll play Freebird like what? Like yeah, every 2 hours, but Simple Man once a week.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, just switch it.
Yeah, sure. There's other Skinner.
Right? Like pick anything else. Skinner's all good.
Well, I don't know about that.
What? Oh, I'm just fighting words. You hear him, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
He's about to get kicked out.
Uh-oh.
No, we wouldn't do that to you, Eric.
It's
Not
got
over
here.
not over Skinner. Not over Skinner.
Right.
Pantera, maybe.
Pretty neutral on them, to be honest.
All right. I was gonna say.
I don't hate them. I don't, I just don't consider myself a fan either. So, like, you got the Pantera lane. I just in my 2000s, 90s pop punk emo bullshit.
I don't know. I listen like I'm like, you know, like, hey, what do you listen to? Oh, I listen to everything. I'm that guy, but I mean it.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I don't listen to is like classical.
That's fair.
Like, I have a master playlist. It's like 300 something songs long. You will find almost every genre in it. Not like every little tiny subgenre, but like metal, hard rock, country rap, gangster rap, EDM, techno,
Nice.
you know, like just anything you could think of is in there.
Sick.
So I'm that guy. Like,
No, yeah, you're living up your man of your word, and yeah.
I'll just be sitting there scrolling through that playlist driving, like, I hate that song, I hate that song, I hate that song, I hate that song. Ooh. Like what is this? Fuck it, I'll listen to Moby. Like he had a couple good songs.
I only know the one.
Huh?
I only know like South Side, and it's like it.
There's that one, and then there's the one from the beginning of Gone in 60 Seconds.
I've never seen that.
Never seen that? No. Oh, I can't remember the name of the fucking song now. And I refuse to pick up my phone and look it up.
Yeah.
I can't remember it either.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
No, I can't remember the song that played in the
I
beginning
know
of the
Moby
movie.
for two reasons only, like South Side and the line in "Without Me" by Eminem.
Yeah. Moby, you can get stunk by Obi. Like,
Listen to techno. Let's go.
go. Copyright. It's all right. It was under 10 seconds. We're fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think Eminem's going to copyright pop us for
I think they would. I think he would. It's Eminem.
Well, I don't think it'll be him personally. I
but-
think it'd be Dre.
Yeah, I guess very.
He
still.
seems like he's the mastermind. Well, at the beginning he was.
Oh,
Nowadays,
definitely.
not so
Yeah,
much.
nowadays, yeah, Eminem can very much support himself.
By far.
Eminem could support all three of us and not break a sweat or care.
Like, just come on, I'll adopt you.
Sweet.
Like, you're gonna be the one I yell at. You're gonna be the funny one. You're like, fuck, he got all of us backwards. I don't want to be the one who gets yelled at.
Right. Why I gotta be funny?
Greg be I'm a grown ass man. I do what I want.
He'll be standing up for us when people make diss tracks that mention us.
Right. Right.
Like Haley and that. Machine Gun Kelly.
I don't care what anybody says. Machine Gun Kelly's fucking diss track was actually a really good song.
It was for what it was, but yeah,
Rap
then
Devil, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was Rap Devil, and then Kill Shot by Eminem. Like,
that
was destroyed it.
Yeah,
Right.
he switched genres, so
Yeah.
you know, you don't switch genres if you won the diss war.
Mhm.
Like, then he picked a fight with Corey Taylor, and it's like, oh god, what are you gonna end up now? Country?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Well, that wasn't enough to like. I don't think the feud really like went anywhere. It was just like, it's one thing like a whole diss track. It's another when you're just like putting out headlines.
yeah, right. We're just talking shit on Twitter.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's all that was. Yeah, like Eminem's was a diss track. The beef with Slipknot was just Twitter beef, which means nothing.
Like when he said like, "Oh, rock band shouldn't be wearing comfy shoes on stage."
Wow.
I don't know. That guy's fucking weird.
Very.
He's
Teach
creating a
your own.
movement right now, and support it. But it's been a long time since we had guitar music on the, mainstream stuff, and he's really a catalyst for a lot of it.
Yeah, you got me there.
Mm-hmm.
That's still one of my biggest pet peeves was the death of Rock 104.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
because
I forget about that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, because back. Well,
I vaguely remember it. Yeah.
You were. Yeah, you like we said already. You were too young to remember the heyday of Rock 104.
Right.
But it was like actually new, like rock, like new metal was real big, and new metal.
Nickelback.
Yeah, they got played fucking constantly.
Yeah, that's
but like they played
104. I remember it was like Nickelback, like
it was Nickelback, Kid
3
Rock,
Days
Slipknot,
Grace.
Disturbed, 3 Days Grace, fucking just anything like that. Like
Yeah,
they throw
Buck Cherry.
Deftones on every once in a while. Like it was that shit.
Mhm.
And it's fucked up when it changed to its current format. It was April 1st.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know
They,
that.
I was in my car. I hopped in my car to go to work. I turned the radio on. I had it on Rock 104, and they were playing oldies.
Mm.
And then like they never said anything about changing formats ever before. It just April 1st, they were
Bam.
playing oldies, new
Right.
DJs, and that was it. And I went, haha, that's fucking
Yeah,
funny.
that's the perfect April Fool's joke.
Right.
April 2nd, it was still oldies.
Yeah.
And now it's been like 10 years.
The joke
and-
is over. It's not funny anymore.
I don't like this anymore.
Why don't you come back like April 2nd, 10 years later?
Right.
But we got you.
We fooled you for 10 years straight.
Uh-huh.
There was a point right at the end before it. I used to laugh so hard in my fucking car. They would go, "We don't play that dinosaur music. We're the home of new rock."
Mm.
All right, here's Led Zeppelin. Like we're gonna follow that up with Pink Floyd
Oh, man.
and then a little ZZ Top. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Okay,
you just said you don't play the
93.
dinosaur music and you're playing shit from the fucking 70s and 80s. But then again, now they're starting to play shit that was relatively new when I was growing up on the classic rock stations. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
I'm just waiting for the day we hear fucking Slipknot Duality on Y103.
Yeah, I mean, you got like Foo Fighters and stuff on there now.
Well,
and
it to classify as classic rock,
so
it has to be 25 years.
Okay,
So if you hear it on Y103, it's
eligible.
over 25 years old.
if you're eligible for the Rock Hall, you're getting played on there.
Yes. So it's like I'm just waiting for the day Linkin Park plays. Like they'll start
Yeah,
playing
like
Linkin.
another like 3 years or so.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. Actually, there's another couple years. I think there was some early, like some mid 90s shit. So
Was
it
there?
might be right on the cusp.
Wow.
Because like when they first came out, it was like 97, 98, Greg.
I want to say so. Let me do some research.
He's not
Right.
as fast as young Jamie, but he gets
No.
the job done.
So good. Yeah, they.
We'll get our answer 3 conversations from now.
I just associate them with like 2001 or so. I didn't know if they had anything before that. So
It's like I remember
like Hybrid Theory and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was I have no idea. Because like I remember having a conversation with somebody like not long ago. It was like a month or 2 ago. And he was like, "No, I've been listening to Linkin Park since like da 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 da." And I'm like it was the late 90s. And I went, I'm older than you. How the fuck did I not know this?
It's the
Like,
time when new metal was like coming to a thing,
Yeah.
and they
Well,
weren't
'cause-
new metal, but they were like very adjacent to.
No, they were new metal.
Well, I'm like they weren't new metal in the same way like a Korn or Limp Bizkit is, but like they were very much still close to that
Well, I think to qualify, all you had to be was from
rap metal.
Well, that with a little, you had to be down tuned and scream.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, or rap.
Hybrid Theory was released in 2000.
Yeah.
And
Okay, I thought it was there, yeah. But they could have been like maybe on the indie circuit or something in the 90s.
Or they were still, like underground.
Yeah.
yeah, they
So-
were. If I remember correctly, they called themselves something else before Linkin Park. So they've been around a little bit before then.
Hmm.
I couldn't tell you what it was. I think fuck, I can't remember.
More research.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then you get bands like Lamb of God, who used to be like As the Palaces or Burn the Priest. Lamb of God was Burn the Priest before they were Lamb of God.
Yeah, I kind of went the other way on that one.
We need to be slightly more mainstream.
Let's have a completely just Christian like psalm they say like in every mass. And
Funny you should say that, because they have the video for the song Redneck is the intro for the video is little girl's birthday party, and the mom's going through the phone book looking for something like entertainment, and she
Yeah.
sees Lamb of God and she calls it.
Yeah.
And the dad's sitting there in like the living room or in the backyard playing like an acoustic guitar, singing, like a little Christian song, and then this giant tour bus pulls up and all these metal guys get out and they start playing the
Nice.
song. So it's like you're right on point with that.
Mhm.
All right, so they actually started in 1996
Okay.
as At Zero, was the original name, and then they called themselves Hybrid Theory from 1999 to 2000, and then went to Linkin Park, and then called the album Hybrid Theory.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Right.
I was full of Green Day on that one. They were like Sweet Children for a while. Then they had a song called Sweet Children and an EP, and then they just called themselves Green Day after a song.
Well then.
Hey,
Yeah,
learn
right.
something new every day.
Well, it's like
Yeah,
that was
I always say I could like teach a class on them.
Right.
They've been my favorite for ever since.
nice.
Nice.
Forever.
Right. See, the radio ruined Green Day for me. They
Yeah,
have
they-
more than 3 songs.
Yeah. You get the hits from Dookie and American Idiot, and that's like it. And
Yep.
yeah,
Right.
you can,
They're not even the hits, it's the singles.
well, yeah.
Because at this point, you can't even call them. They're hits because they were the singles. But
Yeah.
at this point, you can't even call them hits because nobody, even the hardcore Green Day fans like yourself, would be like, I'm not listening to that shit next.
Yeah, you hear When I Come Around so many times, or American Idiot, and like, yeah, they're great songs, and that's what got me into them. But like, you hear it just hundreds of times. Like, I get
Right.
it. Like, play something off Kerplunk, or
Play
You know,
something
Nimrod or-
different.
Right.
that's not like Good Riddance.
Right.
I say Nimrod, and like, okay, not the big one, but like any other thing.
Right. Just pick any song that wasn't a single and play that.
Right.
I'll take like a single that was like hot on MTV for like 2 weeks and then just didn't go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Right. Yeah.
They're
I'm
not
good
like
with
an
that.
instant classic either. Somewhere in the middle.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I miss-
stuff with a little bit of respect.
I miss the old MTV days
Yeah.
when they actually cared about rock
Right.
or just music in general. How can they even call themselves MTV anymore?
I mean, they're kind of at where they're at now. It's like, why would you pivot if you're like one of the biggest cable news or cable stations in history? Like,
Right.
you might as well write off the reputation they built themselves.
But they call themselves music television and they don't play music anymore.
Yeah, I get it. And it's just like, not that I like watch it at all, but like,
Right, well, who does? Nobody has cable anymore. We all stream.
yeah. I mean, all like my parents got cable. I'll like browse MTV, and it's just like a marathon of ridiculousness with that Rob Dyrdek guy.
Yeah.
Or they'll get Catfish on, and that's about it.
Right.
Or a
Rob
movie.
Dyrdek owns just. You go on YouTube. Do you know the story of Rob Dyrdek and
I
all
have
his?
no idea. He just kind of pops on ridiculousness, and there he is.
Oh,
And
man,
I know
you-
nothing about the guy.
I have to find. I think it was on YouTube. There was a documentary about Rob Dyrdek and the empire he built for himself. You'd love it.
Okay.
I'll have to find it and send it to you because it was. I mean, because it's just like his relationship with Big and Robin Big, and then how he did his deals with MTV and the endorsement companies to where he could make money on the side, and MTV still made theirs, and then like he did an interview with somebody, I can't remember who it was, but they basically what it boiled down to, like every clip Ridiculousness has, they get a hold of the original poster of that and go, hey, we're going to use this on Ridiculousness, sign the paper, please. And when you sign the paper to say, yeah, you can use that, and they pay you whatever they pay you or whatever. If they
Sure.
pay you, I can't remember. But then
Okay,
that
okay.
video becomes Rob Dyrdek's intellectual property.
Oh wow, yeah, we got redefined print.
Well, no, like it's like that's basically like he tells them like this is going to be mine now. So anytime that clip gets played on the show, he gets a royalty from it. Plus, he's
Yeah.
getting paid from the show. Like,
Mhm.
so it's just the way he did it, man. It was just crazy.
Yeah, smart. He was. Yeah, the game on that.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to find it.
Yes, yeah.
I'll have to find it and send it to you because it was good. I enjoyed watching it. Like I was like, oh.
I know nothing about him.
Nobody knew anything about him unless you were into skateboarding. If you were into skateboarding, you knew who Rob Dyrdek was. But until like Fantasy Factory and Robin Big and Ridiculousness, the general working man didn't know about Rob Dyrdek
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
because he
Wasn't
started.
into skating really.
Yeah, he was big in skating. Like he
Okay.
like had a shoe line. He was a pro skater.
Oh.
And then everything just kind of came from there.
Okay.
But it's just the way he built the business that's the interesting part because it could have been about anybody who did what he did. It was just the fact that he did what he did, how he did it,
Right.
and you were just like, "Fuck, he didn't have to lift a finger for the rest of his life.
Mm.
He's just getting paid,
Mhm.
It's the dream.
right?" Well, I think it's about our time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you for having me on. And
Well, thank you for coming, sir. Everybody, get out to the Wick Yards October 7th.
yeah, October 7th. Yeah, every Friday and Saturday starting October 7th until the 29th.
What time are the doors?
Doors are at 7. Last admission's 10:45. So if you're still in the line at then, yeah, you'll still go through the attraction. Might make you, work a little. Don't make this man work overtime.
Make me work overtime. The angrier I get, the more scary I am.
Oh, no. This man needs to get to bed.
No, it's Friday and Saturday. I don't work on the weekend.
Oh, no, just
Why?
for your own sanity.
Every weekend I work in October, I'll have a burial on Saturday.
Well, let me get some rest. If you earned my, if you enjoyed me at all in this interview, like, let me get some rest.
You're making money though.
Not until you make money.
Yeah, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on, Eric.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm Scotty. That's Greg, and we will catch you all next time.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.